Hi guys, I'm Jordan from Norwich Camping and Leisure, and I'm going to explain to you how to measure your motorhome to fit a motorhome awning. So there's very many different types of motorhome awnings. You've got the driveway awnings, you've got the sort of the rally drive-away sort of style from Kampa, and you've also got the fixed motorhomes from Kampa, At Revolution, and now Vango. And there are a few other companies available that do motorhome awnings. So as we like motorhome here, the main key thing is the height of the motorhome. So most of these awnings go into your rails on your Fiamma or Thurl or Dometic sunblind. So these got a built-in groove. So this Fiamma one here's got a 4mm. You can feed it in from this side or this side on here for your awning. But the key is the measurement. So the measurement from that groove to the floor. Sometimes easier to measure with two of you. Okay, so we've got 250. Okay, so you also want to measure the front and the back because there are different heights. So I do the same there. So we're 250 here, which is usually a little bit lower at the front than it is at the back. So it's going to be above 250 that side. So that's worth measuring as well. So with a camper awning, for instance, they do a size S, which is 235 to 250, and then 250 to 265. So as we're on the border of 250, we'd always recommend going up a size. Okay, so this is something you might want to give us a call about, because if you tend to chock up the front wheels, or if you're on uneven ground, your measurement will then be a bit tight to the measurements it fits. So if you're anywhere towards the end of the sort of 248 or so, you might want to go up to the next size. So bear that in mind. The width of the awning depends on where your windows are and how long your rail is. So on here we've got quite a long rail. So you could get something like a 4 metre, or you could even go to a 260, a 330, different sizes. So let's just measure this awning roughly. We've got about a 4 metre rail there. So you can get a 4 metre awning on there. You can then get anything smaller as well. If you wanted a smaller awning but didn't want to block your windows, you then need to measure between your gaps. So this door here opens this way. So you could stop your awning here. That means your door will just only open to here. But obviously if you wanted your door to open all the way, you'd then want to measure it from there. But for instance, we're going to measure it from here, so we don't block that front window. And then we're going to go over the back window, just to there. So we've got 350. Yeah, about 350. So, I mean, I don't know of a motorhome awning that size, but a 350 awning would go on there quite nicely. But then you might want a little one. So if we go from there to there, you're looking at about a 220. So you could get a 220 size awning, which wouldn't block both of your windows. So it's the height from the floor to the rail height on both the front and the back of the rail you want to take into account. It's the width of the rail, and if you want to block your windows or not, it's then that measurement. So you could block one window and not the back one, depending on obviously how you prefer it, but that's when your width for the measurement comes into place. So if you take into those factors, you should be able to find the awning that you need. The fixed motorhome awnings versus the driveway awnings is where the different measurements might take into account. So on a fixed awning, it is that measurement from that floor to that rail, exactly how it is. With a driveway one, the tunnel on a driveway awning is a bit more flexible, so you can have a few more options, and they do tend to fit more different sizes. So a tall driveway awning would fit 240 to 290, say. So this would fit in that bracket, no problem. But it's with your fixed motorhome awnings, you want to take into account the rail height to the floor, exactly how it is on both ends of the van. If you've got any more questions on this or need some more help, please give us a call, especially when ordering your motorhome awning, just to confirm you've got the right size.